are now in the Black Box with Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang. Let's go!
Listen.
Cheetah. Gratitude is the attitude. Show is a blessing. To be back in the Black Box. Black Box.
Relax, roll up as we randomly react to content in these YouTube streets. Yeah. It's time for R&R.
Smack with Nip Hustle. Big shout out to my SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the Black Box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
Jeter. The constant, consistent, continuous content creation campaign continues. And this time our voyage takes us to Discretion TV, where the title is super crazy. Suge Knight, he at it again. This time, Dr. Dre was dating a guy named Bruce, and Snoop Dogg paid to be G-related. No further ado, let's see what Suge says Dre, Bruce, and Snoop have been up to.
He with two
who was in jail.
He's a rap mogul who went to jail.
I hope Suge kills Dave. That'd be funny.
Sure.
And wasn't he with Tupac when Tupac was shot?
Yeah, Suge Knight was running a record company called Death Row. Then they sent him to jail because a lot of his business associates, he had to beat him up because they don't listen. They wouldn't pay attention to him. And they weren't doing what he said.
Really?
Well, it's very hard.
Who was he beating up? People who were on his record label?
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't doing anything wrong. He was just beating up guys on his record label.
That's allowed.
Who knew that was against the law? No, he was just like beating up other record company guys. Who cares about them? He was beating up Vanilla Ice. Who cares? Vanilla Ice deserved it.
He deserved to be.
He did. Behave like a white man. Do you know how to talk to a black guy like Suge Knight? Dave?
I can try. You know, we'll try talking to him. I'll try rapping with him.
Ebonics?
Do you know any Ebonics?
Well, I could say something like, hey, DL, up on the heezy for some sheezy. I'm off to the meat track.
Oh, my God, no way. Oh, my God.
For show. You feel me, dog? I'll roll a bone up in this piece. Let's blaze this, Howard. We'll try it.
All right, Dave. You sound like
you sound like you're ready.
Yeah.
You sound like you're ready to rap. Yeah, what is it, Gary?
We need one more minute for Mr. Knight. He's in the bathroom shaving his head.
Shaving his head?
He couldn't do that before he got here.
Why is he shaving his head?
I don't know.
Collect everything.
Just a few more minutes.
Wow.
I'll let you know.
I wonder if he still has money.
Oh, yeah. He still has his record company.
He does? Didn't all the guys he beat up sue him and stuff?
I don't think so.
I think he was running the label from jail.
Yeah.
He was still very successful.
Wow.
We got to ask him about Michael Jordan, Howard.
I don't think anybody's sued him.
What about Michael Jordan?
His wife is divorcing him, and he says he's only worth $70 million. That's one smart black brother. Hide that money, brother.
Why he gotta be a black brother? Why he can't just be one smart man? I don't like whoever that is in the background off top. He's a piece of shit.
More power to him. That's why I'm not married.
I know, it scares you, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, we're going to wait for Suge to shave his head.
Can we get a camera on the... How are our guests prepare?
What is it, Casey?
Another update.
Richie tried to go in there with a camera.
Yeah.
And
they beat him up?
I don't think Mr. Knight likes to get filmed when he's shaving his head.
What, are you afraid? This is our house.
What are you, a pussy? Go in there with a camera and tell him who's boss. He's in our hood. Don't take crap.
Don't take crap. That's funny.
You can handle it. Uh-oh, here he is with a freshly shaved head. Suge Knight. Just fresh out of prison.
Did they ever get the camera in there? That's what I want.
Did you ever get the camera in on Suge Knight to see him shave his head? I'd love to see that. How you doing, Suge?
Sit down, Suge.
Take a seat. Relax. Now you're in my hood. You're in my posse.
Why is that necessary, man? God damn. You're talking to a man who you perceive to be a multi-millionaire, And you believe you only people amongst us that can ascertain that type of amount of money only can speak like that? Come on, Howard. Fuck out of here with that.
A little cup of something,
Little cup, please, for Mr. Knight.
He's got a cigar.
Yeah. Mr. Knight, Puffy.
Puffy?
Yeah, listen. Puffy, P. Diddy, Snoop Dogg,
Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre, all of these brothers dissed you.
Brothers, huh? That what they are?
Yeah, well, barely. I'm more a brother. They disrespected you.
Right.
When are we going to go get these guys, and how are we going to do it?
Wait a minute.
Let's get it. No, come on.
Well,
when are we going to get them?
Well, basically, ever since they've been music witness protection program, I haven't seen any of them.
Right. Have you seen any of these guys who were... Listen, Snoop Dogg was... You started him off.
Right.
You fronted the money for him.
Right.
You got him into the rap business.
Right.
Well, that is what record companies do, right?
Yeah. You signed him from the ghetto.
Right.
Nobody else wanted him.
Also, when he was getting ready to go to prison, I put up $4.5 million to make sure he didn't go to prison.
You put up $4.5 million so that
It's bail money, right?
And lawyer fees.
And lawyer fees.
Right.
How did he pay you back?
By acting like a bitch.
He's a bitch.
Right.
And you're not afraid to say it.
Oh, that's real talk.
You're a real gangster. You actually did prison time. These other guys don't do prison time.
Well, when you really
Well, with that logic, if he's a real gangster because he did prison time, considering he didn't go to prison until he was almost 40, I believe like 35, then what was he up until that age, Howard? Or anyone that subscribes to that logic? I'm just curious. Was he not a gangster until he went to prison?
look at it, when Andre Bolson went to jail, he never even went to county jail. He had a situation where he beat up a girl. He was tired of him beating up girls, so he both went to county jail. He broke down, folded up like a lawn chair. So we did a very special thing the lawyers did with the judge that allowed him to go to Pasadena County Jail. And they had like a TV in the bed. He went there for a few hours and left. So he never went to prison.
You are saying on this show that Dr. Dre, so-called gangster rapper, only went to jail for beating a woman.
Only went to jail for beating. He didn't even go to jail because he couldn't go to county jail because...
You have color TV in county jail.
Yeah, he couldn't even go to county jail. The county jail is totally different. So they had a special program set up for him that he would come in like early in the morning, sits in his room with the TV. He wouldn't see no contact with no other inmates. Mm-hmm. Nobody could see him. And then he would leave and come back. And that
he got to leave jail.
He got to leave jail.
He never even went to jail.
When you were in jail, did they let you leave?
You were on lockdown, I think, weren't you?
Weren't you in lockdown?
The thing it wasn't even jail. It was just a thing a slap on the wrist.
Will you kill all these guys? Will you kill Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, and P. Diddy?
Well, one of the things I would absolutely not do that, because one of the things you got to realize is this: it's more painful for these guys to be around and not be around, because every day they get up before they even piss, shit, brush their teeth.
You can't say that.
I thought this was a Howard Stern.
No, you can't say that, show. This is not prison, my brother. By the way, assalamu alaikum.
Nice looking sister too.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. I thought you were talking to me.
No, anyway.
Yes.
Excuse the foul language. Anyway, before they get up and do anything they feel they have to do, start their day, they look down, they look around, and before they go from their corner, leave their house to the gas station, they got escorts.
Wow. How ironic. Suge's current condition. Besides brushing his teeth, shitting and pissing, he probably don't have much to do in the day. And he has escorts. Small, limited space to move around, but that's crazy. Whew, just gave me chill thinking about it. He out free, talking about them free, describing where he was going to be in 2023.
Police escorts.
Really?
Right. Everything is just all hectic. So it's not really a life. They like doing time more than I was doing time.
Listen, now, let me ask you a question. You're the
Wait
head
a minute. First of all, I really need to know
That did not age well. Wow.
why he was in jail.
He was in jail because he...
No, he's here. He can tell us.
All right, go ahead. Let me just sum up, because there's a million questions we got for you.
Right.
All right. You're the head of the record company. You're still a wealthy man, right?
I believe so.
Right. You're a millionaire.
Yeah, I can say that.
Right. And you come out of jail, and all of your major artists have defected Do you call them right away and set up a meeting as soon as you get out of prison? Say, listen, you bitches, you better come over to my posse or I kick your asses. Or something like that. Is that what you said?
No, what I did, I moved forward. I got Crooked Eye, I got PB, I got Eastwood, I got
You signed new artists.
Signed new artists. See, one thing about rap is a young man's sport.
Yes.
That's what people don't understand.
Yes.
Once a guy get to being 30-some years old, married with kids, and he don't live in the ghetto, and he ain't surrounded, he ain't street no more, you can't understand it.
It's over.
It's over.
It's over.
Tell that to K-Dot. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Drake. Sheesh.
So it's really for the young guys who's off the block, who's out the mud.
Right.
Once these guys get to be a certain age, it's really over anyway.
I see.
Half of these guys, you know, I don't have anything about, you know, against gay people or nothing. It's just I can respect the person who's gay who come out and say they's gay.
Right.
Then you got
Who's
your
gay?
choice. But the other guys,
A lot of the rappers are gay and they don't admit it.
yeah, 95% of them is closet cases.
Right.
Come on,
Oh, yeah.
95%?
I wouldn't say 95% because I don't know all of them. I
He's
know
got
the
a
ones-
lot of...
I know the ones who's on our label was like that.
Isn't it true?
Name.
No, don't name names. Isn't it true? Isn't it true that when you got out of prison, you called for a meeting with some of these guys, with Dre, Snoop, and all these guys, and they said they'd show up to the meeting, and you sat there and waited for them, and they did not show up?
Not only did not show up, they disconnect their phones and they buried themselves for a while.
Right.
And then that's recently, Dre went to my PO and tried to get me violent. And he snitched on me. I haven't even seen the guy since I've been home.
Nowadays, shit talking about Drake paid to get him killed and they tried to kill him and all that. Oh, how times change. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Free Simon, though. That's crazy.
You're on probation.
I'm on parole, baby.
Parole.
Parole.
Whatever. I don't know
So
the language.
anyway, he went to my PO.
How many record company executives you know are on parole? Most of them should be,
The
but...
thing about it, he went to my PO and they made a special case in my parole conditions by saying that he basically put a restraining order against me.
Who did this?
Andre. And only people I know you put a restraining order against somebody unless it's a battered woman, like a wife, a baby mama. I didn't know a so-called gangster rapper would go put a restraining order against another man.
Right. It's very...
Sure said constraining order. He a college student, too. I don't know about graduate, but he said constraining order. That's crazy. And he actually he's claiming that someone put a restraining order on him. He still said constraining order.
Because I know the way
Is that why you're saying he's gay?
I'm saying he's gay because there's a guy named Bruce and they've been sleeping together for years.
Oh.
And we had a meeting. We had these meetings in the red room, right?
What the hell? Oh my God, no way. Not a guy named Bruce.
And once we had these meetings, you had to put everything on the table. Everybody had some drinks and wouldn't nobody lie. Because if anybody get caught lying, it was always a consequence.
Right.
So Tupac stood up and said, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of this. Dre, you's a faggot. Dre said, first of all,
Right.
I'm not a faggot. He said, okay, well then you're a homosexual. He said, I'm not a homosexual. I'm bisexual.
These meetings are
So
something
he
else.
said, you bisexual. He said, see, that's another thing I don't want to do. I don't want to be doing songs with a guy who's pounding other guys in the butt. then Dre said, Pac,
Sure.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
you know what? One of the
I be in
things.
New Orleans with my nigger Master P. That's my dog. That's my dog.
Bro, did I hear a hard ER? Let me hold on. Hold on.
These meetings are
So
something
he said,
else.
you bisexual. He said, see, that's another thing I don't want to do. I don't want to be doing songs with a guy who's pounding other guys in the butt. then Dre said, Pac,
Sure.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
you know what? One of
I
the
be in New
things.
Orleans with my nigger Master P.
He said something about a hard ER masterpiece. Is he throwing that around in response to the F word? Maybe he one of them.
That's my dog. That's my dog.
Hey, so you and Master People up here talking Ebonics, huh? So now all of a sudden you know what's going on.
He just watches I kick some game to Robin.
Hey, did Pete make you say, when he was hitting that or what?
You know, you're...
Oh, yeah, he must be a Skittle boy. And so he threw that ER around because Suge said the F word. So now they trolling.
quite, he is quite. Let me hear you talk to Suge Knight in a rap style. Maybe he's something here. Yeah.
I'll give you an example. All right, this is to Robin. All right, Robin, you ready? Here we go. All right, what's up, Busy?
Busy? It sounds like. He said, talk to Suge. Why you scared? Why you pick the female? What the Did he call her a bitch on top? That's crazy.
Can I holler at you? Damn, baby, I'll hold it down for you. The block says you got the good power you.
Oh wow! Look at this guy.
That's pretty good.
I don't even understand.
Bing, bing,
what do you think of Eminem? Is that what do you think of white rap?
Well, I don't. See, one thing about something, the ghetto is colorblind on a sense. If you really from the ghetto and you really doing those things you rapping about, you talking about, I can respect that.
Right.
But if somebody else writing your rhymes, somebody else, if you telling somebody else's story, that really don't mean nothing to me.
Do you know who the white?
Well, why is that like that in rap? Because R&B, somebody got good vocals. They could sing a beautiful song about love and never been in love. They could be a piece of shit dirtbag, never be faithful, and they could put out the most beautiful song about being faithful. Country Western. You could sing the most beautiful song about heartbreak, and you might be a cold player and never had your heart broke, but you still had that hit record. But why is rap different? Somebody tell me in the comments.
White man is that really grew up in the ghetto? Howard Stern.
I believe that.
And he has no rhymes.
I cannot rhyme though. That is the problem.
See, everybody in the ghetto is not a rapper. You got a lot of entrepreneurs in the ghetto.
That was me.
You got some people, I never rapped, I never sung, I never danced.
We won't be seeing you making an album, huh?
No, like.
But you understand the community and the talent in the community.
Even back in the day when people used to say certain things, like if they was talking to your man Dave over there, they probably would say he got a dizzy in his miz off and he
I got him. Yeah, Dave was Skittle Boy. Got a dizzy in his miz.
David.
That what they probably
Master
said.
David.
I'm the one, the black boys. Call Master D. There you go. I just like to say to Mr. Knight, I was one of the first white viewers of I Spy.
Oh, thank you. We all thank you.
Actually, rap is something you express yourself. You got.
He said the black boys call him Master D. That's disgusting.
A lot of talent out there. Even like when we was, I feel that Pac was on a level was incredible. I mean,
he was a great artist.
What about Biggie?
Biggie was a great artist.
You're not really mad at P. Diddy, are you?
I mean, you know what?
Who
Everybody
cares?
said, whole thing about it, P. Diddy, P. whatever. You gotta really, everybody keep it. I know I probably sound like I'm repeating myself, but I really feel this way. We need to leave Puffy alone. Anytime a guy goes on national TV, express how much he loved this woman, how much he needs this woman, how much he missed this woman, and just do everything he can for this woman, and she turns around and drops you for a dancer.
And every female Puffy met since then paid for that. And he's paying for that. Oh, my mama. It's like 20-some years ago.
What does that tell you?
What is that?
That to tell you the two things. Either maybe he wasn't,
delivering
coming from the hip with it.
Yeah.
Or,
right.
Or maybe she just wanted somebody she can just slap around, I thought.
Wow,
and
this
she
is...
can bitch slap every now and then. But then again...
Is that embarrassing to...
Then again, I looked at it again, I got to start getting mixed feelings. I said, wait a minute. But Puffy could dance her too. So she probably said, wait a minute. What's the difference between having a dancer with a little money and a dancer with no money? She still have a dancer.
Right.
So pretty soon I think J-Lo finna graduate from the dancers and get some.
So when you were in prison and you'd see that J-Lo broke up with P. Diddy, you would laugh.
Ben Affleck, he caught that. Suge. Woo, shit was on point. You fool.
Laugh at that. That's, in other words, it's very disrespectful.
It's very disrespectful.
Made him look bad?
Made him look like a bitch.
Right.
If he go around, he promoted her, he helped her, he took us to a certain level, he gave her that ghetto credibility, and he was like telling he believed her, he told her she can do it. And from the rings, from the chains, and all those type of things, and they say she snitched on him, but I like J-Lo. I think J-Lo very, very good people. I think she got a nice look about herself.
Yeah. If she went out with you, she wouldn't be leaving you, would she?
If she went out with me, her whole attitude would be different.
Right. She would go out with you, and she would be satisfied sexually, I would assume.
I would take care of her
Every way.
Sexually, physically, mentally, but the whole thing about it,
women don't leave you.
Well, wait a minute. Has he dated anyone famous?
One of the things you gotta realize, I think any woman I date gonna be famous.
Yeah, but I mean, have you dated anyone that was already famous?
You got a positive attitude.
I got a positive attitude. I like J-Lo.
Have you dated famous women?
I seen the J-Lo sex tape.
You have?
Yeah.
Is it for real?
Wait a second. You've seen the J-Lo sex tape? Really? Who's on it with her? Who's having sex with her? P. Diddy?
No, she got some women, some guys,
Really?
And that's for real.
Is put it to you like this: Pamela Lee is PG.
Really?
J-Lo.
Are you in this video? Did you star in this video?
No, I was in a penitentiary.
But how did you get it?
We still on them same blocks, niggas scared to pull up on. We still watching every car they drive by and look wrong. Gave need 30 rounds, took it off and put the stock on. He drove by twice and got knocked on, all bad. Fuck with us, it's all sad. You better off riding through enemy hood with no tents and run out of gas. You wanna pass, you better draw a couple names out. 9 times out of 10, them questions we ain't giving out, it's on sight. But we ain't shooting, it's a fist fight. Box a nigga head off like Iron Mike, boot bop. With BG and a Mustang, I let the top drop. 2 pipes out the ass, figure 8 and hit the gas. Same old gold rag from about a year ago. Spot that bitch tied around my neck, I'm blue Smurf low. And I only fuck with high heads and cutthroats. So leave something hot in your head and with a cutthroat. Who gon' smoke? I be doing the most. So niggas start moving when they see me reaching my coat. It don't matter what we post, me and mine's never nervous. When they ask about the last time them niggas try to serve us, ain't nobody gon' hurt us. No Steph Curry, everybody hold 30s. Telling you cuz it's murder where we come from. Chopper sounding like a bass drum. And I can tell that you ain't no gangster, you tryna be one. Tryna get in this lane but can't keep up. Rollers get behind the stash spot, put the heat up. Riders get cracking when we link up. And fuck all of that mumbling. Say it with your chest, nigga, speak up. We love confrontation, nigga, we with anything. And really on that peace shit, it's up there with any game. In my BG voice, no EA Sports, they know what that mean, nigga, we ain't playing no games. They know me by my face. Them niggas know you by your Facebook name. We are not the same. I really come from the game, nigga. You better check the stats. It seems everywhere, from the tat to the hats. Yeah, that.
Nightwood and that hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
It's the homie cook-up boss, goddammit, Cub Low. And y'all tuning in to the Wake and Bake show with goddammit the homeboy Spider Low.
Here with SPI, the realest nigga in LA.
Spider this bitch!
My nigga Spider Low.
Spider Low, nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
Spider Low.
So Spider looks at me because we go back to the juvenile side of the county.
What the fuck?
My nigga.
Spider Low.
Spider Low. Shout out to SPI, that motherfucking nigga.
Spider Low, Wake and Bake. Better keep it Google, nigga.
Loke is in LA somewhere doing what he's doing.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama.
Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac.
Nightwood, C-Mac. Shout out my Loke. Spider Loke, huh? Nightwood on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, craig.
Point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
You are now in the Black Box with Spider Loke, Most Easty, aka BJ Keyway, and the Google Gang.
Let's go!